Okay. So we do seem to be live. Both streams hopefully properly tagged. Let's get on with it, shall we? All the dailies done, by the way, in Guild Wars 2. Excuse me. Before I started the stream. So nothing prevents us from doing the stuff. And by stuff, I mean story playthrough. Now, first of all, I guess I could have let this be a little treat at the end there, but I'll do it first. Just as a warm-up, even though I've had my dailies, we will not jump into the story right away. So, just to introduce the stream a little bit, for those of you perhaps watching from a VOD, this is a recap before the next patch hits. Now, the next patch should be in 12 days, so we've got some 12 days to relive the story before more story comes out, before the rest of the content that's connected to this latest expansion, Secrets of the Obscure, hits us. And as always, as I have done with the original patch, and I mean the expansion itself being released, as I've done with the first patch, and as I'm now doing with the second expansion, I do want to recap and get us up to speed before the next story step unveils for, I don't know, casual viewing, if anybody is outside of playing the game normally, or you know, just it's mostly for my own cataloging self or whatever, cataloging sense. So yeah, that will be the main content within the stream. Hopefully you're not getting desktop audio. That's fine. I'm just gonna respond to a chat message. Important stuff. Sorry for that. Either way, nobody's here, right? It's gonna look bad in the VOD. Sorry, VOD. I'm sorry. We're just, me and my girlfriend were talking about savings accounts. 3 of our banks, we've got 3 savings accounts each. 3 of our banks did lower their interest rates, one right after another. So we were sending money from one to the next one. To get the most out of our interest, and all the banks put it to a lower place relative to each other, the same way they did originally before they started lowering the interest rates. So at first, the first bank lowered their interest rate. We resend the money to the second highest rated. That one announced they will be lowering their interest rate, so we shuffled it to the third one, and then the third one finally announced the lowest interest rate of them all. So we sent all the money back to where they were originally. So yeah, exercise in futility. Tell me about it. Anyway, the video game. That's what we're here for. So yeah, we're gonna do the story recap. We're gonna catch ourselves up to speed before the patch hits next Tuesday. Oh my god, I'm on a business trip next Tuesday. That shucks. That sucks. That is, no, well, whatever. I don't, last time I've played on, not, I don't even know if on patch day, but perhaps the weekend right after, and I played like through a single story chapter and then haven't touched the story for like a month. So that's probably not a catastrophe. Either way. Alright, what am I doing? Why am I killing random Blade Masters or Flame Legion soldiers? Well, right now it's for the Wizards Vault weekly Wizards Vault objective, but we're gonna connect it to another activity before we start the story itself. I've had an item in my inventory for a while. Actually, I've got a couple, but the other ones are not primed. Now, as you may know, these items guarantee an unlock on your account, right? The guaranteed wardrobe unlock is super cool. It can get you exclusive outfits. It can get you glider skins and backpack skins. It can get you armors, weapons. It can get you dyes. It can get you finishers. There's a lot of stuff here. Now, a lot means from some of the cheapest stuff, miniatures as well, and this trash. From some of the cheapest stuff to some of the most sought after things, but not necessarily the most sought after things. No. That's for a different item. It's not this item, which does limit the selection a little bit to the armors and nothing but armors and armor-like skins, i.e. Backpack piece skins as well. But also the weapon unlock, which is just weapon skins and realistically nothing but weapon skins. But we're not after those. No. There's a much more valuable item in the game that's not even available most of the year to buy through the trading post, or most of the time, I should rather say. If you look into, I don't know, where would it be? Utility, I guess. Where do they? Oh no. Well, these drop out of Blackline chests, right? So you can't even buy them directly. That would kind of defeat the purpose. You can buy them with Blackline statuettes for what it's worth, but these you can, these three you can get from Blackline chests, and in fact that's where I got them from. However, this one comes very rarely. You can buy this one for gems. However, I got this one for free when ArenaNet was generous. And what this one does is, okay, let's see. Use this bond to hunt Knifetail gang members while bonded. Any kill worth XP has a chance to reveal one of the Knifetail gang. Find them, and each bond will allow you to loot a piece of recovered Blackline goods, which are yours to keep. Recovered goods will always unlock something from the Blackline Trading Company in your wardrobe. Weapons, exclusive dye colors, even mounts. So yeah, some of the most expensive items are here. They are all gem store items. So we're gonna try to roll a luck. So I manipulated it a little bit. There is a website called Wardrobe Unlock Analyzer. You can check it out. Put in your API key and figure out which skins and generally unlocks you're missing, and what you can actually do to mitigate some of the lower rolls. Now, I haven't gone very high with trying to manipulate my luck. Basically what I did was just eliminate everything under 2 gold. So today I bought 2 of the last dies that I've got unlocked on my account. Sorry, it's everything under 2 gold and 10 silver. So whatever we get will be more valuable than 2 gold and 10 silver on the trading post. Hopefully something for, I don't know, as much as 1600 gems and stuff, right? But it's not guaranteed. It's super random. Now there's a lot of gem store items, and unfortunately some of them are dies and some of them are quite the cheap dies. But you know, in order to buy them, and I'm just gonna straight up tell you without, I guess, showing you, because you know it does use my API key for what it's worth. I don't want to share it on stream, even though I don't really care. But you can filter for the Knifetail Gang Hunting Bond, and if I do that below 3 gold, okay, below 3 gold is not bad. Maybe I should have gotten those dice, but it's a slippery slope, right? Because so if I were to buy every color or every die under 3 gold that I don't have, I would have to spend a total of 21 gold, 92 silver, and 56 copper. Now, seeing my current gold, it's probably not that much, or wouldn't seem so, right? Yeah, sure, but if we bump it up to, let's say, 4 gold, it's already 77 gold, 89 silver, and 16 copper, not to mention all the micromanagement. And yeah, every single gold piece you add adds this price tremendously. So if I were to buy everything that's under 5 gold, it's already 200 gold, which still is a price I can pay, but you know, it does eliminate these things from the pool, sure, but what if I get a die that's worth 6 gold? Like, will I feel much better? No, and I'll be 200 gold you know, later, which, you know, for 200 gold, I can get 742 gems right now. Okay, so pick your price, right? Pick your price. Obviously, I would have the dies as well. And yeah, not even 800 gems will not get me much. The character slot, not even the character slot expansion before discount, right? So you weigh your options. Now, obviously, this is these unlocks. They genuinely mean like cosmetic stuff. They don't mean like a bank slot expansion. You cannot get that from that. So anyway, we're gonna pop it, and we're gonna be killing some of these flame legions because they do award XP, and we're just gonna see what we get right here at the start of the stream, and then we're gonna roll into the story. So enough talk. And for what it's worth, I know I remember these this item working quite quickly. We've already consumed it, which is a little unnerving, isn't it? And for what it's worth, it's the first time I've used it, so I don't know how it works in terms of like locating the knife bond tail gang hunter. I'm wondering if I'm gonna get a little ping on the map or something. Why am I still in combat? Why am I in combat? Can you let me not be? Oh, that's just the Jade bot. Nothing to worry about. So we're gonna be killing for a while here, and I didn't want to do it during our story stream because we would be dipping in and out of instances and instance enemies. Oh, there he is. I do wonder what happens if you like run away from this this pathetic loser and don't kill him. Like, do you lose that item completely? So yeah, we got some recovered Blackline goods. So yeah, they do like a little mini game for it. It's fun. But yeah, again, didn't want to do it on a story instance, or sorry, during the story, because we're going to be dipping in and out of story instances, and story instance skills don't give experience. Okay, let's pop it open, and okay, I'm gonna give you a preview so you can get the outfits. As you can see, we can get some gliders and backpack combos. There are all the mounts. Now there's quite a few of them. Let's say some chance, and there's a shit ton of weapons. Unfortunately, unfortunately, we're probably gonna get a weapon. Quite a few dies, but I would say. There's probably more mounts than dice, so the chances are quite good. Now, if we're gonna get a mini, or worse yet, a goddamn mail carrier, I'm gonna be pissed as fuck. But let's see, and it is an armor skin. Okay, whatever. It's an Abaddon's mask. I don't quite remember how much it sells for, but yeah, if we're gonna preview it on an Asura, this is kind of what it would look like if we had it with the rest of our dumbass garbs. It is flashy, of course. It is those moving tentacles. They're creepy and stuff, and you know, it might have some uses. However, it does cover the face and everything. All the face details, and I don't like helmets like that, so I'm really struggling to figure out which character to put it on. I'd probably have to do like a straight up character design around this helmet skin. Yeah, we could have gotten better luck, but we didn't even get I think from the weapon stable. We did get from the armor stable, which was considerably smaller, so there's been some chance involved. Either way, that was the warm-up for us. Let's get on with the story. Now, last time I played on my main, my Elementalist. That was a mistake. I did genuinely forget we actually took our thief and played with the thief, so there you go. We're gonna return back to playing this with her. So hope you don't mind if you're watching this from if you're watching this from a VOD, please excuse the sudden shift in characters for the or it would be like the 5th stream, I believe. No, 4th stream, whatever. No, 4th stream, right? 4th stream, 3rd chapter, technically, in my streaming. I mean, not necessarily a chapter in game. Okay, so the story is, and yeah, it's summarized as a realm of dreams, or whatever is it called? Is it that? Is it the realm of dreams? Either way, it is over here. Story journal, not this one. This one. The War Council is the first chapter, or are these chapters? They are chapters, right? Okay, let's do it, and we're gonna get some dialogue right away.
Oh, Wayfinder. I've missed our little talks.
Certain of that. How are things on the front lines?
A moment of opportunity has revealed itself, but there is much to be done before we can seize it. One of Isgarani's paths has found his way here, and he only seems interested in hearing from you. We are gathered at the war camp. Don't keep us waiting, dear.
All right, so that was Beta, of course. So yeah, this patch is a little meatier, and I obviously had to go through the latest story or the previous story with this character before we could proceed for the streaming purposes. So yeah, the previous patch was quite a bit shorter than this one. It is true that this one has quite a bit of filler, but you know, nothing that would be too daunting. But I did kind of measure out how long it will take. So hopefully, we've got enough time to go through it all, even if we make a few stops.
Galrath? Didn't expect to see you here.
Me neither, by the
Didn't
way.
expect to be here, but somebody has to keep an eye on this mess for Isgarin, and it fell to me.
He still has his doubts then.
Plenty, but you'll get to plead your case. Let's get to it.
The last of our ensemble arrives. Good. There is much to cover, and our window will close if we don't move quickly.
What questions do you have, Wayfinder? What's the situation?
What's the situation?
The first barrier has fallen, so we can reach farther into their defenses to gain more ground. But more ground means more to cover, and we're stretched thin as it is. One way or another, we need more soldiers. Once we have them, we'll be able to pressure their last lines of defense as we prepare for an assault on the Citadel.
What about the local cryptis?
What about the local cryptis?
Oh, sorry.
Epoch's hold on this world is more tenuous than it may appear. My people fear him, but there are limits to the control that fear grants. What we need is someone that they respect. Someone they will follow, even against Epoch.
You mean General Nephis?
Can we get the Astros full support?
Can we get the Astral Ward's full support?
Isgarin's answer is no. We're still recovering from the Cryptus attack, and this is not our battle.
What happens here will affect Tyria.
That's why Isgarin has been kind enough to allow the volunteers to support you. If you want the full backing of the Astral Ward, prove to us that Paitha can prevent the Cryptus from being a threat to Tyria.
Paitha has already proved herself to...
Calm now, Ramses. He will get the proof he desires in time.
Who is Nephis?
I served under him myself for a long time. A brilliant strategist, fearless warrior, and a noble leader. Epoch has kept him quiet and contained. They can't kill him. Nephis commands too much loyalty from the soldiers.
Where he goes, the masses will follow. It's time we track the old general down. This may take some time, but the war has widened, and there is need for your talents elsewhere on the battlefield. Gather what information you can as you assist our forces in the fight. Once he is found, I will have use for you again.
Okay, so there's that. And I believe like we're immediately thrown into what I would call the filler portion of the story, where you just do events instead of these segregated story instances. We have an opportunity in front of us, Wayfinder. We'd best do what we can to squeeze every drop from it. What can you tell me about Nephis?
What can you tell me about Nephis?
Sorry, I'm
I
repeating the
served
same one.
under him myself for a long time. A brilliant strategist, fearless warrior, and a noble leader. Those things made him a liability to our gluttonous king. He couldn't be trusted to follow the more gruesome orders. Nevers commands too much respect to be simply disposed of. So instead, Epoch forced him into retirement. But he's watched closely. Epoch knows that any movement with the general involved would be a real threat.
So yeah, this is and in retrospect, now that I've played through the story once, this is a very crucial line. Do keep mind of that, or make a note of that. Galrat, you fucking coward, what do you've got to say? They took that better than I expected. Still, it looks like you're gonna ask me something. Go on then, out with it.
What's Isgaren's plan if we fail?
The total destruction of Nyos and the Cryptus, most likely. It's what I advised in the first place. We have no reason to believe they can be peaceful, and the risk if you're wrong is the destruction of Tyria. Better to not take that risk. You have too much faith in them, far more than they've earned. But like I said, you've got your chance to prove me wrong. Better get to it. One last thing, Wayfinder. Isgaren is still allowing volunteers to join you here. The next group will be arriving soon. They're here because they believe in you, not Patha. Don't waste their lives.
Sure thing. And we can check with the arena, and we will actually meet the volunteers before we're done here. I expected that Isgaren wouldn't want to commit more resources here. Still, at least we have a chance to prove ourselves now. Aren't you eager to go back to Tyr?
Aren't you eager to get back to Tyria now that the gate is open?
Of course. But I need to make sure that Tyria will have a future. And that means finishing this first. The front line is where I belong. Where I can do the most good. I'll leave when the war is over. Besides, Ramses and Patha saved my life. As long as they need my help, I have an obligation to offer it.
Will Patha's plan to convince the Cryptus actually work?
I don't know. So far. The Cryptus here have been beaten down for centuries. They must want change. Fear can only keep people under your thumb for so long. Especially when you start killing them indiscriminately. Living under Eparch may actually be a fate worse than death. At least with us, they have a chance to survive.
Hey, before you go, would you make an appearance for our new volunteers? You're pretty popular, you know. I'd be honored. And so...
Look alive, soldiers. The Wayfinder approaches. I've got a fresh batch of volunteers for you, ready to face their demon hordes.
Nope, not yet.
Frode, you're an unexpected sight.
There's battles to be fought, Wayfinder. I may be getting older, but I still never retreat.
Where is he? Okay.
Besides, I needed to check in with our forward group, see how they were handling it. Triage is in order, troops are looking disciplined, and you've secured a solid foothold in the area. You've done an excellent job here, soldier. Couldn't have done it better myself.
Thank you, Warden.
Yeah, I need to get out into the field, but I'm sure Arena will be happy to get you up to speed.
Of course, Wayfinder.
I knew this place couldn't beat you. Too much of your mother in you for that.
And a reunited family. Okay, so when do I get that? Oh, there you go. So yeah, that was one of the achievements we were missing. Mostly I've done the others. I don't quite remember all of them, so I cannot really talk about a lot of them. But there you go. That's one you can get very freely. Free AP basically. And we've got some more garbage down here. So first of all, we can talk to Ramses, I guess. Is there more you would ask of me, Wayfinder? Who else besides Nephis do we need to account for?
Who else besides Nephis do we need to account for?
Epoch has a few other generals he can still call on, and all of them are vicious creatures in their own right. We've heard talk that Queen Labrys might be slithering out of the Citadel, which would be a significant escalation. There are also the twin generals, Alcaeus and Zaldaron, but Epoch likes to keep them close for his own comfort. Let us hope it stays that way. I've seen the horrors they are capable of when their reins are removed.
Will we meet them? Will we not? Any of those people that we've talked about? We'll see. I know that as soon as I'm not gonna read a line here, they're not gonna read it out loud, and I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet. Do you believe that Peita can?
Do
Sorry.
you believe that Peitha can keep Nyos peaceful?
I believe in her quest for a new Nyos, yes. Or I would not have pledged my horns to her. But can the Cryptus accept peace at all? That's a more heady question, isn't it? Epoch has ruled this place since your world was young. This is the only order the Cryptus have ever known. I believe a better path exists, but it has to be discovered, and then we have to travel down it. That will take time.
This is an interesting line. You know, Ramses kind of suggests that Nyos has been around since you know, ancient times, which kind of, you know, is always kind of iffy. Where these like races, and they feel primitive, right, in terms of like what they built here, and they're definitely not more technologically advanced, and they are a weird species to be sure. And one of the things that does make me kind of unsympathetic to them is the fact that their civilization is not that fleshed out. So them talking about being around for a long time, you just gotta wonder, like, what the fuck have you been doing though? Like, what's your culture? What's your like legacy here? And you know.
Has it been difficult to convince the Cryptus to change sides?
A mighty struggle, yes. Understand, it is not because the majority are loyal to the tyrant. They are not. The problem is one of fear, of terror. They have seen what happens to those who cross him. They don't yet believe we can protect them from his ravenous appetites. That's why we must show them that loyalty to Epoch is no shield from his capriciousness. He will gladly devour his own.
That's all I had. And let's hear more from this conditional support guy. More questions, I suppose.
Isgarin is too skeptical of Peitha.
You're misunderstanding Isgarin's concern. Would Peitha be less of a threat to Tyria than Epoch? Almost certainly. But how many Astral Ward lives will it cost to roll those dice? If it had been good news that needed delivering, would Isgarin have sent me to do it?
You're staying in Nyos?
As long as I need to. I'll be keeping an eye on things and sending reports back to the Wizards. You know how this works. Show me that our soldiers are in good hands, and you'll get the resources you need.
That's all for now. Thanks, Galrat. So yeah, if I've been looking to the side, I'm also kind of contemplating how we're gonna do some of these story steps, because again, some of them are in open world, and it is going to be interesting to sort of, yeah. And as you can see, complete events in Nyos to help Ramses find Nephis. So I've kind of underestimated the situation, and didn't do my due diligence, and didn't do you know, a lot of research into this. At least I should have read the achievement. So I would like this to sort of overlap with my goals here, i.e. do events that are tied and connected to achievements still. And there are some, actually. Now, there's the general... Well, I've actually got some of them sort of marked here. For example, this one, collect essences on my sky skill. That's actually what I'm doing right now. This one feeds into one of the other achievements. But there's this one. This one is interesting because it's just do events, but any events. Now the previous map section did have them all specifically listed. This one does not require that, so you can do whatever events. So at least that one we should be able to finish on this stream. However, the rest of them, we'll see. Now, the forward camp, and we should genuinely, definitely unlock this waypoint first. Is this one?
Ramses could make a bump on a spider not sound exciting. I just don't see what difference one demon is going to make.
Adpark is just one demon.
And yeah, the dialogue is immediately topical. Now, I've made a summary of the achievements that we've still got left. So there are some specific ones with some specific achievements. However, some of them do have prerequisites of sorts. So, for example, if we want to do the Fortress of the Founding event, we should read a Cryptus journal first. So that's for the Record of War balance, actually, for this achievement, and it is one that I've got marked down. We do need to find and read the Cryptus journal. And it's actually on the eastern edge of Niedra. So yeah, somewhere towards the east. Now, I haven't been able to actually locate it on my first playthrough, but we'll see. Also, there are a couple of events going on around us already. I mean, this one takes us to a different part of Nios. Then there are those supplies. There's an escort, I believe, going on somewhere. Destroy the Cryptus turrets. This one, we might need this one. We might need this one, at least for the turrets.
Your skill may help us gain dominance. We do not surrender.
Right. This one is not on a timer, which you know, kind of makes me wonder how come I don't have it yet. It might be a different event, but I do still have it marked as something I need to finish. Now this is good, at least for the essences. But let me just read it again. Turret takedown, destroy turrets and help the fleeing. I'm assuming I've got a typo here. Fleeing Cryptus make it to the forward bivouac. Now the problem is I don't even know where the forward bivouac is. I'm assuming it's this thing. Yeah, it is. It is. So, but this is just destroy turrets. This is not really even about any fleeing Cryptus. Okay, but yeah, now she specifically mentions fleeing Cryptus in the thing. So there you go. Turret takedown is finished. We've managed to do that one. I'm trying. What the hell? And I kind of knew about this event and where to find it. With some of the others, you know, I might be sketchy, but I've done them all because you have to do them all before you can unlock the repeat one, right? So we've definitely seen all of them at some point or another. So this is just a bit of a cleanup. This mechanic is kind of fun, going through the motions of like, well, first of all you open them up, these shells, and then you have to shoot them down. Sometimes you can shoot them down right away unless you catch a goddamn updraft that makes you miss, because they're already open. Yeah, I'm trying. What is wrong with you, Cryptus lady? This should be the last turret for what it's worth. There you go.
When Pathar returned with a champion of Tyrian flesh, we hesitated. As I watched those turrets fall,
Oh,
hope
right.
is woven through my thoughts. The fight. We may survive.
Okay, so they specify you should help the fleeing cryptis, but it's genuinely just the turret count that this achievement is all about. Even though it does say you have to help the cryptis flee, you don't actually have to. You can fail this event every time, and I don't know if you can fail this event, as you could have seen. There is no timer. Now we're gonna ignore a lot of these events because again, I'm targeting primarily the ones that give us achievement progress. So for that, we will need to unlock some stuff first, and again, one of those things is the well, first this memory, but oh yeah, it is the memory. So we're looking actually at a cryptis memory. Now there's a lot of journals as well, and it kind of reveals something about a character we've kind of abandoned. Hold on, or was it the balance? Okay, so we are no, we're looking for the cryptis journal. We're looking for the cryptis journal, but also a memory. So if we see a cryptis memory, both of them basically unlock another event that we can tag and get 2 progresses for the price of 1. So this is a field report. Not really very helpful, unfortunately. But yeah, I think we're gonna read the field reports from the wiki. If we're gonna read them, we're definitely gonna read them from the wiki. That's the thing. And any other lore texts, we're not gonna try to hunt them down in the map itself. So just again to explain why I'm ignoring them, sort of. It's for time purposes, obviously, and I guess with the lore texts, we're gonna see whether we've got the time to deal with those. Actually, I don't want to get bogged down and finish up on midnight or something, right? So we're just gonna fly. And now I don't know where the texts that we're looking for are at the moment, so please do excuse some of this blind flying around. If we cannot find them in a reasonable time, again, I'm just gonna consult the wiki and see where I can get them. Oh, I did find the diving goggles. I still need those. Not only do I need to finish them, I need to miss, actually. And there's a specific way to fail this, apparently. Told you. No, it's hidden, actually. I guess it's, if I remember correctly, it's about hitting a branch and killing ourselves on it. Okay, this one doesn't give you any AP, unfortunately, but it is a hidden achievement you can get. So there's that. I guess we're gonna have to return to Waypoint. Now, before we do that, I will take a very brief break. I know we just, or it feels like we just started, but it's already been 45 minutes into the stream. I do need to take a bathroom break, so I'll be right back. Right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Okay, and there you go. Enough death music in this game. Let's go to the waypoint straight away and pick up where we left off. Now, I guess we're gonna try to scan it from the top now. And again, I'm gonna try to look at the events here.
My floor is still aching, but better by the minute.
With terror falling from the
I
sky.
smell success in the air.
Champion,
Toxins
your
are less
skill may
than
help
what
us
you got.
gain dominance. Skill,
So much going on.
companion.
So dumb. I should definitely find a way to also tag these correctly, because I'm looking at the list of the achievements and I don't know what type of thing it is, which is yeah, it would be helpful if I knew what are events and what is other stuff, what to look for. I should figure out a way to mark it down for future use. Anyway, so still eastern edge of oh, and yeah, I guess there's a broken Cryptus horn. I don't remember what is this. Oh, that is actually a memory we needed to find. It might not be the only one. As you pick up the broken horn, a flood of sensation fills your mind. Swell of ancient murmurs, pomp and ceremony, dread and resignation. Another shivers. Race to the platform. The king calls out. None will speak for them. Guilty. Signal given. Torn to pieces. Screams, then silence. Viscera covers the stage. Crowd cheers. Another call. My turn. Okay, so I'm guessing that is a Cryptus that died. Now, for what it's worth, there is a Cryptus Rift we need to do for daily, and it will count as an event. So I guess we can join this. Right. Maybe we should do CC too. Nope. So we will join a Rift event. Tier 1. Okay, we did accidentally break a defense bar, I would say. Don't even remember doing that. But that is one of the dailies as well. And then we can get one for the 10 more astral claim. Not that we would need it too much. This is very timer based. It's interesting. Twist on the rifts, I guess.
Reinforcements are just what we needed. Think what we could do with the whole horde. We think we've found Nephis.
That story.
We need to scout the area first. Draw their attention away for a bit longer.
Right on. Hazardous nests. So I vaguely remember where the nest event is located. We are going to do that one. Does this one count towards the... nope, this is just an incursion. It's fine. It doesn't count. Oh, but it counted as 2 separate events. That's insane. That's actually quite fucking out there. We are buying laurels at the moment. Let me just pick that up. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to collect our astral claim at all. Okay, still looking for the journal or an actual event that we can do. Still need to find and kill a champion, if I'm not mistaken, unless we've done that at some point. This is a field report. What is it we're still looking for? Cryptis journal. Yeah. I always forget. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Again, I haven't been everywhere, so whatever the fuck. Yeah, no, sorry, this will not happen for you. 26 seconds. This person is fighting windmills. No, I'm not. Or rather, I'm not an astral ward. Don't let the head fool you. There's a lot I'm ignoring around me. Just like...
Do they follow the Lady Pathog? Do they command her?
She appears to command them. They do not seem very threatening. Some are large, some small. All seem spongy. Their emotions smell
Delicious.
yes.
Perhaps they are food? Willing food?
How do we join her cause?
So yeah, these guys just straight up want to eat us. And yet they're green. I mean, I could have like disposed of them before they realized their ambitions, but that's apparently not allowed. There's a point of interest here for what it's worth, and yeah, the event would maybe sort of help with that. Get in there. I guess the tower is locked at the moment. Wait a minute. Ooh, but yeah, they don't let me in. I have to go there through the event. Didn't even realize. That's kind of wacky. Still the field report. Now this one is not filled by the Cryptis. It is a report after all. It's not a journal. We are still looking for a Cryptis journal. Cryptis journal. And yeah, my patience is not large, I think. Look, I don't want to give it up, okay? I know it sucks to consult the wiki for everything, but we've got a stream to do here, so this cannot be the only content, me flying around like an idiot.
I say be quiet. You are not quiet. Why are you not quiet?
Do I have something about supplies as an event? Don't really think so. Read the memory left by Cryptis. By the way... Oh no, that's the last step. Oh, we can put this one away. Sorry, again, consulting my my summarized list of this. Now, yeah, East Niedra does feel like we're pretty much in the center Niedra at the moment, so if anything, this is not gonna be it. the same did. There's a champ. I mean, if someone was fighting it already, I would be interested. Because again, it's necessary for one of the achievements. We are purposefully skipping some dialogue I see on the horizon. I don't see the dialogue itself, but definitely two NPCs that would start talking as soon as we approach them. Not that I wouldn't love it, but again, we're kind of trying to be expeditious here. So that's an Astral Ward report. Again, no journal. We're looking for a journal, not a report. And it also has to be Cryptus, so whatever. Ignore this. Ignore everything. Ignore. Sorry. Ignore it all. Also, I'm dumb. I'm the dumbest person ever. It's supposed to be the eastern edge of Niedra. I'm looking at the western one. Why am I fucking wasting my time here? Oh, and this event is up. Unfortunately, we still, you know, have no reason to do it, basically, other than XP and fame, I guess. But this one is actually going to be one of the ones that are going to interest us. But before that, we need that journal. We need that journal first. Well, there you go. Western, I mean, am I stupid? I am, right? I'm such a dumbass. I hate myself. Again, field report, right? Also, one of the drawbacks to like trying to find all the field reports in game would be they would be out of order, basically. So that's that. Now there's a surgeon's journal. Surgeons, is it called a surgeon? Yeah. That one doesn't interest us very much. There was some dialogue we skipped. I know a bit of it, but probably not every piece of dialogue. I know there's one where they are trying to differentiate between good Cryptus and bad Cryptus. They don't know how to do it. They're racist. But they have a very good point and a good retort to their like senior soldier. Where they say, you know, so the senior soldier goes like, well, how do you tell good people from bad people, or like from good members of your race from the bad members of your race? And from the well, he's a Sura, right? So he mentions Inquest specifically. I'm gonna listen to the dialogue.
Destroy them, and your gift should need some reprieve. I will watch over the ill and purge the toxins.
Okay, so yeah, this is one of the events we need, and that's for the natural, right? It's for the natural. Now, my build sucks, and you're gonna see me probably die a lot, because I'm like full decked on Berserk. Crazy person. Going in like a glass cannon, because it's mostly a raid build, or like high-end content, where you do expect like the support, right? So yeah, I kind of suck at open world with this one, so hopefully it's not gonna give us too much trouble, but we'll see. I will have to like disengage though quite frequently and take a nap on tree branches and stuff. But I genuinely stubbornly refused to change the build, so and it does feel like we're kind of an event, one event away from doing a story chapter. I don't know. Might be wishful thinking. Now, this one Yeah, this one would be great if I didn't engage everything inside. Unfortunately, that is no longer a possibility. Everything is trying to get me. Maybe we can clear some of these guys out now with the help of our elite. And hopefully someone will help us out with the event. And perhaps I'm actually gonna switch the short bow for pistols, just for convenience sake. The pistols are much more useful ranged weapon.
Failed.
Wow.
Battle.
Okay, no, someone's helping. Someone's helping. We might do the hit and run thing effectively here. Well, as effectively as downstate allows us, I guess. God damn it, I suck. I suck with this build. Still getting credit though. The only problem is the other person was also down, so hopefully they can finish it. While we're not there. We'll see. Don't know if there's a better way to get up. Where's a updraft generator when you need one? Huh? What is this? What is this camping equipment, man? You go in camping and you don't even take an updraft generator, a massive discombobulator. Such basic technology.
Floor is still aching, but
Our scouts report they are being shadowed.
better by the
Their
minute.
eyes are upon us. Good. We must know success in the air, despite the toxic lawless and witch dust.
Pathos champion, your skill may help us gain dominance.
Okay, hope you were able to parse the
Companion.
dialogue there. But yeah, basically Ramses actually gave us more busy work, it seems. Yeah, absolutely. That's insane. Give you events back to back. That's stupid. Anyway, we did complete the Record of War, the natural, and we got a banner for it. We got a cape, a cute little cape for it. So good. I guess it's up to or down to making more events. Now we are still looking for the journal, and there's the updraft generator that I was actually seeking. So turns out I'm still the stupid person here, and it's about more than just my build. So cool and cute and based and red build and whatever. The journal then. The Journalino. Now for there's also the meta event gonna start quite soon, which I am super not interested in. I've already did some repeat runs of it. Not really something we're gonna get bogged down with. However, if it's gonna stop other events, we might not have a choice.
Wayfinder, we'll be starting our offensive soon.
Now there's a thing I genuinely don't give a fuck about, but let me just amend my list of achievements. There you go. And we're back to looking for journal. You might be wondering, like, what the fuck? How is this a story stream? I assure you, this is story. This is actually story. Can't you see? Can't you see how much we're learning in this story? So it would be if I were a Cryptis journal. How much more you would think I'm into BDSM? What? Kind of ruined that joke with my grammar too. There's a Cryptis memory, which I doubt is the same as a journal. Yep, no, this thing doesn't count. So, out of spite, I'm not even gonna read it. Just FYI. This supply run, by the way, this one is a ton of fun. I do believe I've made it already. I mean, like, I completed it. Yeah, I don't see anything about supplies. Again, I feel like I've already had this conversation with myself. And I feel like I'm nearing the center of this map again. We will need to find this NPC eventually back, if I'm not mistaken, for some other event. Yeah, for the obscure, actually. The obscure portion of these events. By the way, have I finished the... Nope, this one is one event away. But again, I would love that event to be the Wreck Chaos. Or Cause Chaos or whatever. So, a journal, huh? Pool of Lost Dreams, we're only now discovering it. Even though we've already picked this up before. So there's that. Is this part of the... of this island? This is sort of a middle island. No, this one is already a part of the westernmost part of the isle. Now they said western edge, but of edge of Niedra. So there you go. Another field report. And a juicy Vesperite vein. I will actually grab that. I like rich veins. Rich, thick veins on girthy ore nodes. You know? That's what I'm into. There's a greater arcane chest. However, I don't give a shit. We are going to watch the vista. Man, the obscure achievement is... if you would see an NPC called Helod, that's H-E-L-O-D, do let me know. We're gonna need it for another achievement sooner rather than later, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of also why I refuse to do the quick thing and check the wiki for where to find the journal, because alright, we are going against the crowd. Not giving a fuck about their meta. Fuck their meta. So yeah, Helod or Helod or whatever they'd like to be referred to as. Any journal around here? Anywhere? Still just a memory, and I feel like we've interacted with this one, right? And one would have been one we already interacted with. Should have been a bit more methodical, I guess, maybe, looking for these documents. I feel like I've been to some places several times while others have been left, I'm sorry, touched. Yeah, that's about right. That's about how engaging this looking for goddamn lore documents is. this fine. This thing gives no fall damage. There you go. Next time we will have to be careful when we don't have this thing active. And we're back to the camp again. I'm so confused as to...
highly of General Nephis.
Yeah, of course. We've already heard that though. So maybe change the topic. There is clearly a Fox's box. But one I would have picked up a million times already, I guess. It's gotta be. It's got to be. And yeah, one more achievement is by killing a champion, which I am not quite sure which I have, or whether I have or have not done it yet. So there's my review of the situation. I could again very easily check, but still just decrypt this memory. Fucking really. So still the western edge, and they do specify edge for what it's worth. I don't know whether that should help me look. We've been to this one pond more times than I can count. I'm sure I shouldn't yawn without putting my hand in front of my fucking noggin. These guys' dialogue.
Still, it has not returned. Will you run?
What waits there? Is it better than here?
Can it be worse?
I have shelter, sustenance. We are protected.
Protected? Was Naerus protected? Beric? Agnida?
None know what became of them. Run, fool. You will be added to the list of the missing.
Stay, and your fate is sealed.
Oh, then, I will not report you, unless I am threatened with violence.
Huh. They do have very human sentiments, don't they? And by human, I mean very, let's say, Tyrian, because we're also not a human, but we do get the same emotions as a Sylvari, I guess. It's pointless waffling. We're still trying to move on the edge. This one doesn't feel Western anymore, but what was it for? What was this box for? I don't... Kind of missed it. Missed it there. Consume anything that wouldn't fill up my inventory space. Thank you. And yeah, this is the eastern... Oh, sorry. And right now I was talking about western edge all the time, and it is the eastern edge, right? Let me check again, god damn it. Yeah, eastern edge of Niedra. I don't know what they kind of... What suggests the sides of... what is it called in English? Directions, the directional whatevers. Don't know how you can distinguish that here in Naos. You know what? I'm losing my goddamn patience with this. Going to the wiki now. have to be weak like that. But before I do, let me just post some links into the chat. That is the Twitch chat, where you can find my YouTube channel, where I'm also live at the moment, and where you can eventually find VODs, and also my Patreon, which you don't have to worry about. But obviously it would be cool if you left a tip. It is in my job becoming increasingly clear that I would not abandon this, even if it... Oh my god, that's the eastern edge? That's what you consider eastern? Okay, no wonder I can find it. So it will be around thereabouts. The bad thing is the meta is going on, so I kind of don't cannot expect to do any other events while that one is waiting to finish. So we either don't progress or we join it. So that's this. That's what it is. The Cryptus journal. It's the charred remains. It's kind of a bullshit thing, isn't it? Yeah, that counts. As you pick up the charred remains, a flood of sensations fills your mind. Acrid smells of smoke, flashes of blue and red, yelling and smashing, fear, sky falling down, ground bursting, fire burning hot, anger burning hotter, metal and flame in front, spine and sinew behind, warm dirt below, huddled down into earth, can only wait for peace, for the end, for my journey to the tree. The tree? What tree? Do they have a tree just like the Sylvari do? Okay, so that unlocked the ability to do another event. Let me just mark the progress here real quick. And yeah, these journals are weird. They also like speak in sort of like, you know, just weird. Just weird. Just straight up weird. So yeah, I don't know. Do we join the meta? I genuinely don't want to do the meta, but we cannot progress without doing some events. And yeah, this one is not up. For what it's worth, there might be events outside of this. Okay, we can tag. We can tag, I guess. Okay, so I have to find a specific champion that I need to defeat. You know what? We could try to look for Helod. And I actually have it marked that they're in the Defiled Cradle. I think that's one of the NPCs that I encountered on my own. So we can do that instead of the meta for now. It is kind of outside of what we set out to do here, but the meta is gonna take forever anyway. We can tag it at any point. It's fine. I know you're kind of starting to lose sight of what the story was here. Let's look at another vista. Yeah, it is a bit depressing. I shouldn't have tried to combine it with the achievement hunting, for what it's worth, I guess. That may have been a mistake. But we're committed to the bit now. to an extent, at least. There's still an event cycle going on after we've done the next story instance. They actually basically ask you to do events. Well, you could say 3 times now. So there's that. So this is the Defiled Cradle. Let's see if we can find the NPC. So this is Nepheli. I don't really know what they're for. I don't. Or do they actually? Appear somewhere in another achievement?
If there are any astral ward in the area, we've got extractor towers here that we need to disable immediately.
And yeah, as you can see, like normal events go on as well in tandem with the meta. However, it would be quite weird if the event that we need spawned. There's a lot. Because, well, because the meta chain actually goes through the same location as the event is hosted, located, whatever. Please just show me mercy and I will do whatever you ask. I'm not going to hurt you. I just have some questions. Thank you, kind one. I will answer as I can. Can you tell me about what happened? I was taken by soldiers and accused of treason. I didn't do anything, I swear. They kept me in a cage with dozens of others. Sometimes they take them through a portal. None ever came back. How did you get out? There was an attack. Fighting everywhere, fires raging. Some thing broke open the cage. Something like you. Told us to come with them, so I did. It was better than staying there. I'm going to ask some other questions, okay? Thank you, kind one. I will answer as I can. Have they treated you well here? That's the meta, I guess, going on. Yes, there's food and warmth. No one has hurt me, and there are others like me. But even so, I'm sorry, but your kind are frightening. Please do not make me fight you. I'm not a soldier. Why do you have the weapon then? You don't have to fight for us. We just want to keep you safe. I hope that is true. Thank you, stranger. I have other questions for you. Is there anything I can do to help? When I was taken by the king's soldiers, they left my home to ruin. My father's horn was lost. The last connection I have to my family. Could you see that it is safe? I'll see what I can do. Do you know where I could find it? They made us walk for so long. I remember crossing a bridge. It must have been between the fortress. Maybe there. I'll see what I can find around the fortress then. So, that would be the obscure balance. A record of war. And yeah, they were crossing a bridge. Apparently. Now there are a couple of bridges. Bridge of Sighs. I guess if we were to look for it anywhere, it would be here. So let's try that. This one is weirdly involved because, you know, you don't get it on your checklist, basically, within like the achievement panel. You just have to kind of figure out that you have to find it. I don't know. It's weird. It's a little outside of the usual thing. And yeah, you have to remember the hint as well, right? Which I can barely do that right now. So, and this is a staircase, technically, but they do call it the bridge, right? Bridge of Sighs. There should be some heirloom. Some horn, apparently. And I already don't remember the hint, by the way. I know fortress, bridge, fucking what else? And for what it's worth, it can be quite a different bridge than this one. And this one is explicitly a bridge, so would have bet on that if I were a betting man. There it is. Oh, there's also a bridge, yeah. Alaris's horn. Okay, and then you collect it. You don't even get an item in your inventory. And then you have to kind of figure out you have to return. So, you know, for what it's worth, I like interactions like these. They make sense to me. They sort of involve you. It's not just pressing F. It's kind of interacting with the world, trying to figure out what to do a little bit. It's a little better for the game. Game's engagement. I believe this is your father's horn. You brought it to me. I'm allowed to have it? I can never repay this kindness, stranger. I feared it would be lost forever, and my family's memory with it. Then I'm glad I could bring it back to you.
On my guard.
And yeah, there's one more in this achievement, and that's Shiko. Now, I said we should remember where she was, and I already don't. The comments, though. I do have it written down that they're in the comments. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, the dragon is still a little large and will be for at least 11 minutes unless they kill it first or sooner. So still ignoring that part of the map and part of the experience. You don't have to worry about that. If I remember correctly, Shiko was in like a branch, wasn't she, he, them? Weren't they? Or like an elevated position at the very least. The commons. Was it north of us? Was it around the toxic thing? Guess not. Down here, perhaps? No, it may have been southern commons. Wasn't it this piece of land? Somewhere around here, perhaps? No? Oh, wasn't it around a sort of river? Now this is already the old settlement, so... The box placement is definitely interesting, isn't it? This is too nebulous. Niedra surrounds. It's not an... not a zone. It's the complete whole section of the map, but... No, so this is Felix, and Felix has an event, which we've already done a couple of times. That's kind of engaging your reveal skills. Well, I have to Google an NPC because we don't want to be here for hours and hours on end, just looking for random guys and gals. I don't know. The comments. I would have sworn she was on a, or they were on a goddamn tree branch. But no, this is just chorus. And again, you just don't know how far do these zones reach, right? I mean, you would know if you explored it for the first time and kind of made a mental note of how much terrain it revealed. Because they are revealed by zones. I don't know how much they genuinely and technically overlap, but... And I don't even remember where I got that note from. I think I copied that from Wiki, but I cannot be sure about that either. So, there you go. The comments. We are firmly in the comments right now, so... Commons. That's probably not how you read it. There's Vitrax. Ah, there she is. Or, yeah, it is a she. Or, no. Well, no, it's them. Wayfinder, you want to talk to me? Of course. Anything you need? How can I help? What's it been like fighting alongside the Cryptus? It takes some getting used to. At first, I definitely wasn't in favor of it, but I came around. Was there a specific moment that changed your mind? It'd be when Dorinas caught me before I stumbled into a Cryptus spike trap. If she had really wanted me dead, she could have just let it happen, and no one would have known she saw it at all. That does seem convincing. It's hard not to care at least a little about someone who saved your life. It's probably not the only time she'd done it either. Agreed. Let me ask something else. What's your impression of Nyos? This place is harsh, really harsh. Everything we encounter wants to eat us, and one wrong step will have you tumbling into the abyss. Kind of explains why the Cryptus turned out like they did. Are there any bright spots? The sky is kind of pretty once you get used to it, and there's more that's edible than I would have thought. Still, I don't think I'd want to live here. A fair point. Let me ask another question. Are there any pressing problems here? Yeah, there's my squad mate Karina. She was killed in an ambush. We recovered her body, but her staff is still out there. Could you bring it to me? It'd be nice to have something of her left. Of course. Do you know where I should start looking? Hard to say. We were near the northwestern edge of Nyos and fought for some time. I'd suggest somewhere around the Defiled Cradle. I'll see what I can find there then. Thank you, Wayfinder. It's the least I can do. Defiled Cradle. Okay. It's right here. Actually. And they were fighting. I don't know how to recognize battlefields over here, but it's chill. The last item was yellow, wasn't it? It did have a yellow text. Fighting around the Defiled Cradle. Could it be around the tower? Or is that... Oh look, it's open. I can just pop in for a point of interest real quick and get the fuck back out. So probably not here. Yellow text not revealing a lot. A bunch of semi-ambient creatures, actually. Neutral creatures, light, right? Damn it. There's a tree. Battlefield. They were fighting, huh? I see, I see. This definitely counts as the defiled cradle. Unfortunately, does not reveal much more. What if we don't find it, huh? What if we just like tell him we scoured the whole thing and
I say be quiet. You are not quiet. Why are you not quiet? You are not quiet. Quiet yourself. Don't like hiding.
great argument, good points put forward. And yeah, I guess it is some of these interactions that don't make me take the cryptids all that seriously, and they're sort of like fucking creatures. Not that you wouldn't find similar creatures in Tyria, right? But you know, we're trying to sort of grow sympathetic to these peoples, and then you hear this shit and it's just like, okay, so is there an actual civilization, or are they all like this? Just like dumb things, barely more intelligent than a dog, which of course doesn't, you know, it's not the thing that should justify genocide against them, like a tyrannical rule, even if they were like, okay, let's say primitive. Obviously you should help them, but the thing is just like, do you wanna is it really like, I don't know, what the fuck, we're back to Shiko. And we should be still looking around the defiled cradle. Defiled crater. He also said like north. What is he said? Northwest. So I'm guessing he meant northwest of the defiled cradle. Unless he meant northwest of the whole zone, which would be the defiled cradle. But I feel like they wouldn't be specifying that if they didn't mean it relative to this little zone. I don't know. They may have been just filling in dialogue. Okay, about ready to give up again. It's probably not gonna be up there, right? Or right around here, the greater chest. They wouldn't fight up here, would they? They wouldn't like climb on top of these cliffs. Although, you know, Shiko is on a cliff too. Oh, wait a minute, have I ever picked this one up? Don't quite know, but oh my god, but this is where Shiko is. God damn. Alright. Don't worry. I'll look at wiki once I confirm I'm quite unable to find it.
We've got extractor towers here that we need to disable immediately.
No, thank you. Been there, done that. You don't need my help. You'll be fine. I know literally nobody's helping you right now, but you'll be fine. You're gonna be able to do that, right? Okay, let's take a more systemic approach, right? And do a little bit of a scanning. These guys they have a good dialogue. The one I left behind me. I probably should have played it on stream, but I do highly encourage you to look at it, because they are like.
See those tendrils? They gorge on the land's magic.
Okay, I don't
like
care.
greedy ticks.
Also, you're right
feeding
here.
it
Why
to
cannot
extract
why cannot you tell me
You must
directly?
wipe
Why do
them
you have to
out.
whisper into me?
Cut the extractor supply.
Into my head. Okay, I think I'm looking for the stuff on the wiki very shortly and very briefly. Also, should have probably marked where Chico is actually. I've found them several times now and still cannot remember where they are. Also, I heard a fox chest. Somewhere around here. I don't hear it anymore though. This is just an arcane chest. Alright. So Wiki, you say. Wiki has all the answers, you say. Wait a minute, there was no map though for this thing. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, so yeah, the dragon is gone at least. Yeah, there's no. Oh, hold on, that's a different achievement. Defiled cradle. It's so. That's not the NPC, is it? No. There are a couple of areas. Is it like possible it's on randomized spots? That would be mildly infuriating. It's allegedly around this edge. Or if I understand the map correctly, it might be at a secondary location north of here. That's what it seems to suggest. I'm not gonna read the description, but I guess they just randomize where you can find it, which is wild to me. And also, goddamn, I don't approve. Well, normally I would. I think that's actually smart game design. If you want people to engage with your game, you cannot make you know, the answers to your puzzles be Googleable. I mean, that was fine when the best help you could get was a game magazine or whatever, right? But not in the age of the internet. You gotta be a little wary about how you're designing your game and your sort of puzzles and riddles and, you know, quests. Just like generally quests with an uncertain sort of result and or unclear goal. Genuinely fucking randomized where you can find it. That's wild. And yeah, I think that's good design. Because you have to engage the game a little bit. However, what's bad design is just like, yeah, find it somewhere. You know, you don't get the hint. You don't get a thing that would still lead you there. You know, like, I'm saying not to be Googleable, but should be Googleable in the sense of like not to find where exactly you can find it, but randomized in such a way that, you know, a Googleable advice, a thing you can Google for, would state like, oh yeah, when, so I don't know, like, there's a riddle, right? And the advice would be like, not telling you the answer, but how to solve for that riddle, given what you have in game. And suppose they don't necessarily know what's in the game. So I believe this is Corina's staff. We actually made a mastery. You found it. Everything they said about you is true, Wayfinder. Thank you. I don't know what. Thank you. Truly. Glad I could help. And we can get on with the goddamn events again. We also, the mastery, it's good to have it. It's good to have it. We did get some legendary components or whatever. We got another skin cape. Cape skin, sorry. Wrong order of words there. And we can go back to doing the events as intended and get on with the goddamn story. I mean, holy shit. We've been in here an hour since I took my bathroom break. Didn't make any real progress. So, we do want to go into... Is it... where's the fortress? Here. We want to do the event in the fortress. Abso-fucking-lutely. It is unlocked, isn't it? Yep. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Yeah.
For the ward's sake. Yes, you'll make a fine spy. The enemy's camp lies just ahead, along with a wealth.
Okay, just, can you transform me right away?
As you do, you'll stick out like a choya in the shiver peaks. Luckily, I've got just the thing. A potion that will disguise you as one of those foul creatures. Let me know when you're ready to begin.
Make me look malicious. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Okay, so let's do at least something. Your aroma is strange. I am reminded of the Tyrians. Yes, I seek to understand the enemy. To smell like them. Think like them. Intriguing. Can you also fight like them? Let's find out. Yeah, I can fight like a Tyrian. Albeit a very weak one, but... I mean, strong, but... stamina-wise, not...
No one likes a records.
Okay, so... What's next? Lady Paitha. What about her? Some claim she wants to liberate our people. Others say she'll be the death of us all. What do you think? She's a traitor. I wish to capture her and serve her to the king. No, I want to sabotage them, right? Perhaps she speaks sense. Perhaps it is Eparch who will be our death. No, I just raised suspicion. Okay, so... I don't think that helped with the event, but whatever. Okay, ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. Okay, and chill.
Gather the supplies, and then you may have a break.
What supplies? Our rations continue to dwindle. I'm not sure what we even have left.
Shut up and collect whatever's available. Your job is to labor, not air your trivial opinions.
Why do you stand here unmoving like a stone? Do you not know where the supplies are? Those supplies against the west wall? Yes, I do. Wait, that was probably suspicious, wasn't it? Okay, somehow nobody saw me. barrier generator. Attention new recruits, the barrier requires essence. Your emotions are required. Please exhibit an emotional response immediately. I'm sad or something? I don't... Okay, so we cry. Okay, cool. Yeah, missed me, bitch. What else can we do? I mean, the conversations are a little too complex for streaming. Let's ignore that for now. See if this dimwit turns their goddamn attention elsewhere. There we go. And done and done. A record of war balance. Okay. Good stuff. We did good.
Well, well, you're an espionage natural. Great work in there.
Good stuff. Probably wasn't worth it to like do the other achievement before, but that's fine. Now we can still do the strength as well. Champion Avatar of Envy. We are supposed to kill that. Okay, we'll see whether there are people there, and we can engage. So there's a specific champion we need to kill. Still collecting the essences as well. But I think we're gonna actually genuinely run out of fucking... ooh, buddy, that's the champ. That's the one. Let's see if we can get some people going on in squad here. Okay. I'm gonna keep dying here. So I hope other people carry me. And yeah, they got it going before I even joined, so that's good. We can go to melee range for a while.
Look at this. So pretty.
I should genuinely at least fucking switch my trait, right? You are healed for a percentage of outgoing critical hit damage. Why don't I have this thing on? This would help my survivability tremendously, actually. Okay. So that's that achievement as well. Wait, we're killing it, man. What's up?
So pretty.
Okay, let's just collect this stuff. Plenty of skins. Plenty of back pieces. Alright, anything else on our list? Or are we done with the events finally? We already did this thing as well. I mean the savior thing. Ooh, but not enough times. We still do need to do like just generally fucking events. It's kind of wild. Hey, oh boy. Leave me the fuck alone. Collect 50 essences, read journal, and kill Cryptus from the back of the... Oh no, I was supposed to do the goggles normally, not only miss. Okay, can I still remember where they were? There's a rich vein. I'm gonna collect it again. But then we're gonna move on and do some general events. For example, this event where we have to free crypt this. Let's do that one. Let's absolutely do that one. Uh-huh. Mate, where the fuck do you think you're going, huh? You are not allowed to take hostages.
Fury rising.
No, not new keyboard. I don't know. Is it louder? I don't know if I retuned my microphone, but now I seem to have it at the same level as always. So I guess I can just try to get the microphone out of the way. But yeah, hi Recon. Sorry I didn't react earlier. I missed the dialogue completely. The fucking story. The hour is at hand. We have found the general, and Peita is on our way there now. Meet us at the outskirts of town. I sense there will be more obstacles in our path before we are finished. Okay. Alright, so I don't know. I might be mashing it too much more loudly. I genuinely don't know what the change is. Hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna try to adjust the mic a little bit. See if this makes any difference. Hopefully it's not too distracting. I might be quieter as well because there was nobody around, so I kind of tone. I did notice I'm speaking a little more softly when I don't have chatters. I guess, or if I'm focused on the game, obviously. We can finally get into an instance. So how are you? How are you? Long time no see. I guess busy with life generally, as have I been, but still able to squeeze a couple of shorter streams in. This one I suspect is going to be quite a bit longer. Forced hand. Okay, yeah, so this is the story instance. We do have to look out for an achievement here.
Masterfully done, Wayfinder. You've reduced the local loyalists from a horde to a swarm. That should afford us the few minutes we'll require.
Lowering that barrier really kicked the beehive. Are you sure we'll have enough time?
It's only going to get worse, I'm afraid. Besides, the chance we'll even be allowed to speak to the General is slim at best. Should that happen, then yes, I believe we will have more than enough time for Peita's proposal to be summarily rejected. Possibly even enough to retreat before this place is teeming with loyalists.
Pessimism doesn't suit you, Ramses.
Once you meet Nephis, I think you'll discover my pessimism to be realism. Come, Peita waits ahead. Be on your guard.
Right behind you, man. And I was totally listening to everything you said. Okay, good. Sorry, that would have been bothering me all stream. So, this is an interesting story instance. Now, there are these lost Cryptis weapons. You can collect them when you're here. I already did that on my first playthrough, so no reason to pick that up. Okay, bachelor's thesis handed in. That does sound like an achievement. I mean, that was perhaps my biggest real life achievement as well, I guess. You know, landing a good job is good and all, but I felt like I didn't really do shit to earn that. It was an amalgam of everything I've done throughout the life I would have done anyway. But yeah, when I did hand in my bachelor's thesis as well, it was after a long and well, it wasn't long, you know. I did write it within a couple of weeks, but I was so exhausted. It was insane. But I'm fine. Otherwise, I don't, you know, I'm like surprisingly content in my life. Don't know how else to say that. It's just like, you know, just happy generally and overall. Just love, like, life is fine. I wish I had more time to play video games, but I do spend as much time as possible with my girlfriend and my friends, and you know, or also like at the moment I am a bit busy by helping my mom a lot because she got injured on our trip to Barcelona, so she was unable to walk for the past few months, so I've been going to her house very often to sort of bring her meals and stuff. So that was kind of challenging, but not necessarily like depressing. So because she's doing fine. If she was doing bad, obviously that would be a different tune. But
there you are. Shall we?
Lead the way. What's your plan? Ramses expressed some skepticism in your ability to persuade Nephis.
I assure you, that is a gross oversimplification, my lady.
You are right to be concerned. Nephis will not be charmed or deceived.
and yet,
I aim to speak to him general to general, away from the influence of onlookers.
all right. So we should follow her quickly. I'm gonna catch up with the.
Loyalists, step aside and we will allow you to live. Join the Lady Pathos
Oh yeah,
cause
we still have fights to.
Take this pretty one alive. Kill that ugly creature at his side.
Yeah, again, as I say, it's fine. She's recovering very well, apparently. I mean, the nurse that was coming to, it wasn't a nurse, it was like a rehab worker. She said she's making good progress in terms of like rehabilitation.
The Royal Guard cannot be long in arriving.
But she is concerned about the shape of her foot. Like, apparently it's, you know, and it does look a little twisted. I don't know how else to kind of describe it. It's not, I make it sound worse than it probably is, but you get the gist of it.
what is your business here? Starting a war, I imagine. Die then, traitor!
And yeah, so there's an achievement coming up. It is apparently you need to kneel, do the emote kneel at a very specific moment in the instance. There's a very brief window, so I will have to pay attention and full focus. However, I will catch up with
Rebels,
the personal
we will
stuff in a
deliver your
minute.
corpses to Eparch himself.
So funny, these fights right in front of the last one are so trivial.
I did
And
not come to offer honeyed words. The truth is all he will hear, and all I will offer.
Move no further, and tell us, great lady, What truth is that?
That you all will join us in battle now, or join us in death.
If joining us in death is what you seek, step forward.
Hold, sister. We share the same house, as I hope we will share enemies on the battlefield.
Hope is worth little in these times, Panther, of House Nephis.
General!
General Nephis, you're in danger. It is the Great Lady who's in danger. I'm surprised you showed your horns here. Speak quickly, before Lamrus takes them as her trophy. I will not have yet another needless death on my conscience.
Your concern is appreciated, General, as always. But I cannot leave until you hear my proposal.
God damn it. All up in her face.
No matter, they're your horns, whether attached to your pretty head or crushed to powder under Epoch's heel. Well, speak, child. Did you expect a private audience in my palace? This is not your uncle's great hall. We have no such comforts here.
No. No, you do not. You have little more than crumbling walls and the weapons in your hands. Walls that keep your enemies out. No. Walls that keep you cowering within, waiting in fear. Until the day Epoch calls your name, drags you from your pitiful home, hauls you to his citadel, bleeding like cattle. Spits your bones onto the piled corpses of our brothers and sisters.
How dare they? General, the Loyalists, to arms!
Stand and fight! Wayfinder, Ramses, push them back!
Stand down. Do not engage. We will not draw the ire of Epoch.
Oh, but you will anyway.
Might not make it.
Oh. God damn it.
I'm up! I'm up! Fury rising!
Okay, so bachelor's thesis handed in. That's good. I'm assuming right after that, states exams this year, this spring/summer.
Stand down, Royal Guard. General, we appear to be at an impasse, and I see you hesitate to press us. Shall we parley?
I have no wish for wanton bloodshed, Majesty.
The barrier
No, no, no,
breaks
no,
and
no.
we arrive to
Seriously?
find you already harboring traitors. What is this if not a provocation to spill blood? General.
Epoch needs
Oh,
no
I
provocation
was supposed to
spill
kneel. Oh, God.
blood. Only thirst.
My lady, let's maintain some decorum. Your Majesty, Lady Paitha is an uninvited guest.
Nephis, your king and queen know you and our loyal subjects do not seek to upset our delicate truce. We have spared you when we could have done otherwise. We recognize you have stayed your hand today. So, we offer you a deal. Turn the traitor and her creatures over to us, and we leave you to your own devices. Obstruct us in any way. I'm sure you're well aware of the consequences of disappointing your king.
Paitha's presence here is unwanted, even feared.
I'm pleased we agree.
Feared because we all live in terror. At the mercy of the king's whims. Will he punish us, even for happenings out of our control?
Nephis, you overstep.
Uninvited she may be, but Paitha is a guest nonetheless. Labris, it is you who oversteps. I will live in fear no longer. Eparch is not my king. Labris is not my queen. Majesty.
Circle, with me! Royal Guard, forward. Nephis dies. Anyone who stands with Nephis dies. Spare the rest.
Okay, so I fucked up the achievement anyway. Kind of misunderstood the task there. You are supposed to kneel at the same time as Nephis kneels, so yep. But we're not gonna repeat the instance just to get that achievement. I mean, it's a minor detail. Doesn't really add to the enjoyment or the story, right? Which is what we're here for. And we've done enough achievements, I feel, on this stream already.
Fury rising.
Oh no. So yeah, I kind of like this instance, by the way. What just happened there, what transpired, and you'll see why in a moment. Sort of Nephis kind of highlights it as well. And I do really like this following exchange here when Paitha interacts with the general.
For decades, I have protected these people. Your people. Now their blood is on our hands. You left me no choice, and you knew it. Just like your brother, your uncle. They're plotting, scheming, always ending in misery. You owe our people. Your family owes us. Bring us something other than death.
He will come quickly. If for no other reason than he sees that we must press our advantage while it still lingers. Soon we move. Be ready, Wayfinder. Labris burns with belief. Her flame will not be easily snuffed.
So yeah, this is exactly why I like this instance, and like the exchange at the very end, where you know Nephis is just so bitter about the whole situation, and again, like she said in the beginning, and I can quote her. Where was it? Where was it? That was before Nephis even appeared, right at the start of the instance. That would have been around here. Paitha. You are right to be concerned. Nephis will not be charmed or deceived. Was it this exactly? This thing? Yeah, I guess that was the one I reacted to initially. Will not be deceived. However, she did come to sort of deceive him. Like, she did come to force his hand, and he recognizes that, and you know, he wanted to stay out of it, but was dragged into it, and then you know, to bring home the idea that Peeta may not be the most positive of people, or rather the most good guy of the good guys. She sort of calculatedly says that he will calm down, right? It's not about like sort of sharing the sentiment of the tragedy that they had to strike down their own people. It was just like, yeah, I did it. I did what I had to do. Deal with it, you know. It's awesome. Because, you know, Peeta is not the... It's just not the... Again, you get the feeling, you get the sense that she is a manipulator, and not someone that would do it out of the goodness of her heart. Perhaps she plays for power as well. And I guess that would be a very satisfying twist of this story if she kind of started acting a bit as bad as the king.
Glad to have you on our side.
Peeta, Her Majesty forced the issue. I tried to maintain neutrality, to not provoke Ebark. But it was time. Past time.
She tends to get her way.
So I'm quickly learning. I'm pleased to have you as an arrow in our quiver. Your reputation precedes you.
As does yours. What's your read on this situation?
Labrys is in a difficult position. She didn't expect to have to defend herself at Eventide's march. I nearly suffered defeat here once myself during the Fourth Disquiet. It's not a particularly defensible position. If Ebark is aware of the situation, I find it unlikely he would risk exposure. So the one advantage Labrys can press is numbers, and she will use them. I have deployed Peeta, Arena, and Ramses in a horns formation, striking from the flanks. We will strike the center. We must breach the defensive perimeter with a frontal assault.
Okay, we're going already. Okay. And you know, again, it's a little silly though. These instances, how they're sort of scaled down, and it is sort of like a full-on scale. Like we've got him as a general here on our side. You would imagine he would command troops, but he fucking tasks Peeta, Arena, and Ramses, and that's it. Like it is still a very party-based assault. For no other reason than, you know, because we just like cannot for the fuck of it have scale in this game. It's just all party based. So that's a bit of a...
Labrys's guards may have established hiding positions. Beware.
A flaw in the presentation here. Oh yeah, there's also an achievement where you like shoot down turrets. All of the turrets that are in the instance. We don't have to do that necessarily if we're not going after the achievement, so I think I'm just gonna kill whatever's necessary or whatever's required of us. And for what is worth, the turrets are not here yet, so whatever.
Fury rising.
Okay, any more enemies? Oh yeah, they're hidden. I forgot. We have to trigger them. Force them out of hiding. I hope the keyboard is still not too distracting, by the way. If it is, well, I don't know what to do about it right now, but perhaps I can do something about it in the future. I genuinely don't know. Again, not that I would have changed anything.
Initiate an airstrike.
Vertical envelopment. Cute. So yeah, again, we can ignore the turrets. We've already got that in our pocket. Although they might pester us more than we'll be comfortable, so if for no other reason than practical, we might need to dispose of them. Because they do hurt. They do hurt. As you can see, I'm kind of getting mauled over here. Okay, we can stealth. What's annoying, that doesn't help from the turrets for some reason. Oh, come on. God damn, we're gonna end up down? Really? Seriously? Okay, fuck you. We did. Okay, should have stayed on the branch at least. We still had the Jade bot. Yeah, as I mentioned in the start of the stream, we are on a very glass cannon build. Because it is mostly designed for raiding, not really for open world. And therefore not for story instances. Luckily, there are no stakes here, so whatever. It just might take a bit longer to defeat these enemies if we're gonna spend a lot of time on the ground in a vertical position. Ouchie. Yeah, the turrets are annoying as fuck. Can I show some swiftness or something? Why? I bet I could as a... Maybe if I equip the scepter. I'm pretty sure I don't have a scepter in my inventory anywhere, do I? Wow.
Well planned, General.
Well executed, Majesty. Ramses, Arena, Wayfinder, clear these loyalists, and our quarry is cornered.
Is there no limit to your arrogance? You believe yourself savior.
cool about the talk prompt there.
The commitment required to ensure the survival of our people. The strength of will to do that which needs doing, no matter the cost. I have the strength. Epoch has the strength. You, an upstart demonling with a cast-off traitor fawning at your side. No, you would lead us to extinction. I will not allow it.
You will not allow it. You've always shared Epoch's penchant for delusion. Tell me, Lambs, do you also share his appetites?
We do that which must be done.
I'm just playing.
Which the common.
Convenient that our survival invariably requires the uncompromising prosperity of you and your king. No, Lambs, I do not believe myself saving. I believe our survival and your prosperity are diametrically opposed. Here, your prosperity ends. Nephis?
Okay, so yeah, I was just letting the dialogue play out because as you can see the champs are incredibly badly tuned and they're like genuine pussies. Like it's so incredible how you can fucking mold them, you know. Like they're supposed to be like an elite guard. It even says Labrys is elite guard, so if I didn't like hold off, I'm afraid it would skip dialogue. I don't know what they were thinking with designing this instance, but even on this glassy build, it's insane. And then yeah, the Queen Labrys. There is a specific sort of mechanic, this one, which is not hard to break. Even on my minimum CC build, I was able to do this. And yeah, there is an achievement for breaking it consistently, which... so yeah, she's also not very well tuned, I'm afraid. Not a very challenging fight. Even if you are going for the achievement, you don't need anyone with you. You can genuinely solo it very easily. Oh, Ramses is down. Damn. Okay, that was my bad though. That was my hubris. God damn. Someone pick me up. Okay, never mind. Oh, can you still? Oh shit! Because I'm standing in the torment puddles. I wasn't even trying with the CC here, or I was. I mean, I was trying, but I was indisposed. So. Yeah, just pay attention where you're standing and you'll be fine. And the stolen skills playing into our hand here. Oh, by the way, but the tracker for the achievement disappeared. That's weird. I don't feel like I've failed it. Whatever, I guess.
Traitors. Epoch will pick your bones from his teeth.
Execute her,
Hold.
Majesty.
This is the Queen of the Crypts. The one creature Epoch might truly value. She is worth more to us alive than dead.
She's too dangerous. I trust your judgment.
Kill her. Kill her now.
Aether.
Aether, Majesty. She is valuable, and Epoch knows it. This is folly. Every second she lives.
where you see folly, I see opportunity. Gather our forces. We need an audience. The time comes to reveal our strength. Wayfinder, a moment.
And yeah, again, she just makes a lot of controversial decisions, right? And basically, like everyone but Ramses is of the opinion that we should have killed the queen here.
Find Tekla at the encampment. She will have contacts throughout the area. We will have an army before their stay is done.
I see Her Majesty's plan. It is bolder than I would risk, but she is nothing if not bold. If we take this action, we take it with no reservation. Find Tekla the Venerable. Her knowledge will prove invaluable.
So yeah, I'm genuinely interested to see how the whole story plays out. We obviously won't know until the next patch, which, again, reminder, hits in 12 days. Sorry, wrong window. Which hits in 12 days. So we won't know. However, you know, I would like to see some real consequences to these controversial decisions. To like, perhaps some characters acknowledging that, you know, this led to like riots that killed hundreds, if not thousands, of Cryptis, and that it was just like so bloody, and that Peita genuinely maybe fucked up and could have played it smarter, but her calculations sort of went the bloodthirsty route, and they were too scheming. So that it makes her look less like a girl boss, you know, like this is kind of like she, I don't know, I don't think her sort of bad sides are fleshed out as well.
Extractor towers here that we need to disable immediately.
Still, the magic
And that's what makes her
wavelengths.
interesting, you know,
In
like I
destroying
don't
the tendrils, we have left it
mind,
dispossessed. Quickly,
let's say, flawless
take to the air
characters
and
if they're
recover.
interesting. However, I
But
feel
keep
like
aware. Their turrets watch you. with
without the
eager
sort of
eyes.
controversial side to her, Peita would not be an interesting character. If she ends up as a savior to her people, I'm like unconditionally, it's gonna suck. So we're supposed to find Tekla. Right, this is this part of the story. Again, it's gonna be a little bit of a lull in the story
You
here.
must be the one they call Wayfinder.
So get ready for
Peter
that.
sent you, I presume. She has always been clever and headstrong. Tell me, what knowledge have you been sent to wrest from my weary mind, youngling?
We need a way to call all of Neos to listen to Peita at the Colosseum. There are beacons around us that radiate, you people would say, magic, like the ones to the east that Lady Peita and Ramses lit. Eparch uses them to drive his people into the shadows, trapped. What can I do to help? Find the beacons in Yedra surrounds. As long as they are radiating, Eparch's corruption, my kin are too scared to leave their homes. But your device, your heart, might hold the solution. You mean the heart of the obscure? Yes. Channel the power of your artifact into the beacons. Let your emotions run raw and pure so the hatred and fear from the beacons might yet be purged. Only then will Nios hear Peita's call. I can try. Anything else I should know? Even your artifact has its limits. Cleansing a beacon's emotional magic will take time, and the king's fanatics will take notice. Be wary of any enemies you may encounter along the way. I'm on it.
Once you locate the beacons, Peita will have the thrones she desires, for good or ill. Let us hope for the former.
Okay, so yeah, we're lighting the beacons. Now, again, as I said, this is a bit of a lull in the story. We will just be doing this sort of task, even though it is interesting because there is a sort of a challenge to some of these beacons. At least one of them I remember was kind of difficult to pull through, and I don't want to say like this is like you can get proper fail states here, but it might be genuinely hard for some players to progress through this, at least solo, because it does require a sort of a DPS check to an extent. So it is interesting, most definitely. Or was it a CC check as well? I might be screwed here then, or have to switch out a couple of things about my build. Now I don't quite remember where the goddamn beacon is in this area. But yeah, we're gonna do that, and again, a little bit of a lull in the story, so this is a good time for conversation if you've got anything to discuss. Is it down here? It's not lower still, is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. And yeah, there are these saboteurs who assault the beacon basically, and you must not let them blow up. So these are easy. These are the easy ones, I believe. Right. There were some ranged ones, but it feels like they did nothing. But yeah, I remember one beacon being a tad bit difficult. It might not be the case. Maybe they nerfed it or something. Maybe I just remember it wrong. But that's my memory at the very least. And it wasn't right after launch either. It was like quite a few days into the patch. Days, if not weeks, probably even weeks. There's a Vista here as well. I think I might pick that up. Wasn't it here that we had the goggles? No, but there's a rich vein. I will pick that up. I like rich veins, as I already stated.
Treasure.
And yeah, let's get the Vista. That feels like a good thing to fit into a story stream. Two random cryptids here. I would have expected some dialogue. Was it this beacon then? Let's clear out the immediate danger here. Don't fall off the cliff with the dodges. And let's activate it. So there we go. Oh yeah, and they're coming. Oh yeah, and okay. That was quick. Hello there, Safi. I'm fine. How are you? Very polite start of the conversation. Okay, so it may not have been this one. So the last one, we'll see. Or maybe I just had a build that sucks. This thing does do a lot of damage. So I guess that helps. And yeah, again, I think I'm gonna talk about it on at the end of the stream a little more. But we found Nephis here. This definitely doesn't look like a fortress, like something enclosed where he would chill, right? It's like it's an archway, and this is where we like make a stand. It's not like a manor or anything. It's just a fucking archway, which is, you know, doesn't really give me the vibe of like a place where someone would live. You know, he was forced into retirement. You would expect him to be like tucked away in a mansion or something, not hanging out under an archway like a homeless guy. Don't know. My day has been fine. How has your day been? Well, it's the end of the day for me. I mean, I've been to work and now I'm doing this. And yeah, that's been my day, pretty much. Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, the beacon's right here. Okay, good. We managed to kill that one. Oh yeah, it may have been hard only on my elementalist. I see the folly of my ways before. There you go. Emotional energy cleared. Oh yeah, we're supposed to do the fucking vistas now. I forgot about that as well. We were picking the vistas up quite pointlessly. This stream is going fine so far, apart from like, you know, I have no audience basically, but that's normal. We've been live for almost 3 hours without some 15 minutes, so no, I'm not a daily streamer. I'm definitely not. I do it like on a sort of weekly basis, basically. I try to stream once every week, but cannot really commit. You know, it's real life responsibilities are definitely in the way. I do play Doom. I do play Doom as an alternate stream, but that's pretty much it. There's not really any other project that would be going on. So it's this and Doom, classic Doom. I have a hunch where this conversation is going. By the way, GTA 5. Do you stream as well? Quite a different genre from what we have here. You enjoy my stream, huh? It's the first time you're here. I don't know, we've been flying around, but sure. Thanks. It's a lot. Okay, so that was the last of the vistas. Sorry for skipping it.
Odjeď pryč a nikdy se to už neukazuje.
Thanks a lot. I need to change the graphic, by the way, for the follow alert. I don't even know if it plays sound or not at this point. And the GIF just whizzes by so fast. And it's also in Czech, which I no longer stream in Czech. I used to, but thank you for the follow either way.
Ramses speaks highly of General Nephis.
Oh, okay, we've heard that a million times, this conversation, lol. I'm gonna let it play out. Okay, cool. Tekla, we're done. Word has spread that the beacons have changed. Naos is listening. Lady Peita will have the audience she seeks. Are there more beacons out there? Likely. The beacons have been around for a very long time. Longer than me, if you can imagine. Only recently has the Midnight King utilized them for oppression. Maybe we'll deal with those two, if they're ever a problem. And the beacons beside you seem to be changed too. Indeed, it changed while you were gone. Clearly connected somehow. You have your desired result, Wayfinder. Naos has come alive to listen to Lady Peita. The Colosseum of the Midnight King awaits. Let's hope it makes a difference. And we go straight to the Colosseum. And I vaguely remember I was supposed to do events before the Eventides March, but I may be mistaken about that. Well, clearly I'm mistaken about that, but I think, you know, I thought previously that there would be another wave of events. I'm from the Czech Republic. Selfie, that's a response, sorry. We're gonna be heading into another what are the noises? Into another instance, so I will pay attention to the story as well here. So sorry if I seem antisocial in the meantime.
What do you hope to accomplish with this performance?
They need to see that even Epoch's most valued pawn can fall. But also that mercy is given to the vanquished.
This changes nothing.
Crazy
They
reaction.
know the power of their true master. All that you prove to them is your weakness in letting me live.
Save your strength, dear. You'll need it to explain your failure to your king.
Children of Naos, you have no need to cower so. Epoch's power fades with every passing hour. Even his queen has failed to carry out his will. The old world collapses around you, and a new one is being...
She certainly talks the part, does she not? And yet, the people always recognize their one true king.
Whoa. And we get possessed. Oh, wait.
This farce with amusement. But it's time for the jesters to exit the stage. Honestly, did you think you would earn the trust of my Cryptis? Do any of you trust the words of this charlatan? Speak now if you would follow this child in her outburst. I thought not. I will make only one offer. Release my queen and you will go free. Kyria will be spared, and you can live in exile there.
Oh?
No! You cannot compromise with these traitors! Not even for me!
It appears we found the gap in your armor.
You will not use me this way. I see now how I have failed you, my beloved. I have become a weakness for you. But
Wish I had a better
no
vantage point.
longer.
You thought a war? You shall have it. Bring your army then. I will devour everything.
What now?
We continue as planned.
You have awoken him now. He will marshal every force he has against you.
Have we been shown mercy until now?
Make light if you must, but learn from this mistake before you bring ruin to my people, to your people. Each of us knew the fire we were marching into. It will take more than his anger to dissuade us now.
Oh, if only all generals could have soldiers like you, Ramses. We are
Sort of a psychopath though.
not yet ready. We will probe their defenses and wait for our opportunity. I will call on you then.
Cue a break in the story streams. I'm sorry, in the story itself. Sorry. And yeah, again, this exchange very good. Nephis getting kind of angry and impatient with Beta, but still following her. Oddly enough, no boss fight, even though it seems like it kind of would culminate in the fight with the what's his name? I always forget the name. God damn it! They always Eparch. With Eparch, but no, he just fucks off. But there is a reveal. We finally get to see Eparch, and get to look forward to fighting him eventually. And yeah, so obviously, Sophie came here just to pitch her fucking goddamn stupid graphics, which I definitely have, the money to pay, and would definitely attract viewers. That's exactly what would happen. It's not like just like a sort of a grift for her. Altruistic. Well, they are all altruistic, so. Yeah, I do mind. I'm not gonna give you my Discord name. And okay, so what do you want? Ban? Block? Do we ban? Do we block? I guess we just fucking ban, right? Fuck you. So, General Nephis then. Ask your questions, Wayfinder. I can see that they weigh on you. How much stronger has this made Eparch?
The strength he gained from the Queen shouldn't be underestimated. The greater danger is his wrath. He would care more about killing us than about his own survival. There is nothing that he won't sacrifice for revenge. If we are lucky, he will misstep as a result. But there will be no chance for diplomacy any longer. He will fight to his final breath.
All right, sorry. I just I was kind of trying to report them too. I don't know whether Twitch actually cares about these, but it's always a girl name as well. That's interesting about these bots that offer you the designs and shit. That they have very frequently. They have a female name. Ask your questions. Will the cryptids still follow us?
Some will, but many will see Labrys's sacrifice as inspiring, as a model of devotion that they too should follow. You who cannot truly understand their perspective. They want to believe Epark is the benevolent leader they've been told. Witnessing martyrdom sets the soul aflame. It will be difficult to put that fire out again.
Yeah, and I guess it would have been like genuinely smarter to kill her right away, right? Yeah, because the martyrdom, I guess we couldn't have expected that to an extent, but perhaps she seemed fanatical from the very start, and maybe Peita should have known. Why did Epark retreat instead of attacking us?
Epark does not lack for cunning, but his blood runs hot. It is unlike him to forego a chance at revenge. It concerns me. He has something planned, and we do not know what. We must choose our next moves carefully.
And yeah, there's another thing I want to genuinely see from this story before it's over. Us falling into some kind of trap, and Epark just genuinely fucking us over in a big way, or like releasing something that is just very difficult to take down or something. Because again, it is true. They say his blood runs hot, but it's been sort of since the first patch, since attack at Hathor's Gate, we've been suspecting that there's something more to this assault than what's there's just more at play, and I want that to have a big payoff. It's got a big build up. It deserves a big payoff. Arena, what's your take? Not how I hoped this would go. Will this affect the Astral Ward's morale?
I doubt it. We're a resilient bunch, and facing long odds is the nature of our work. Even trapped here, we've heard what Epark did to our home. Until we have the bastard's head, we won't relent. They're good soldiers, Wayfinder. I'd reckon the best. We won't let you down.
Do you think Peita made the right decision?
Well, maybe this could have been avoided if we just killed Labrys right away. But maybe we'd be in the same spot. At the end of the day, we're planning to kill Epark. Doesn't really matter if he hates us more or less. If anything, we've removed another one of Epark's generals from the board. That's definitely a positive.
By the way, I do have to mention it. I hate Jennifer's acting here. This voice is just not sitting right with me.
It'll certainly confirm some suspicions of his. But maybe he's right. Don't get me wrong. I'm in this until the end. I owe them my life. But maybe the Cryptis are destined to be this way. I don't know. I'm a soldier, not a philosopher. And whether we get more backup just isn't my decision. The general marches to war with the soldiers she's got. If that's just us, then we'll do the best we can.
Okay. Didn't read out that line out loud. Sorry for that. Yes, Wayfinder. Oh, sorry. Yes, Wayfinder. Peter's plan backfired a bit.
It does appear that way, doesn't it? Even knowing how fanatically devoted Labrys was, I failed to foresee this outcome. All leaders make mistakes. I hope that this will be only a setback. We will press on regardless. We must.
Will we be able to breach the Citadel's defenses?
I believe so. When the opportunity arises, there will inevitably be weaknesses, but it may take time to find them. Zakiros has been built up over centuries, both as a symbol of his strength and as a genuine fortress. It won't be easy. Let's hope you're as lucky as everyone believes.
And yet, Nephis still has more to say. Would Eparch have actually kept his word?
Doubtful, but not impossible. His love for the Queen was genuine, and for her, there's little he wouldn't have done. But the better question is whether Peitha would have accepted it, and that I cannot believe. I've seen the resolve in her eyes. She will sit on the throne of midnight, or she will die trying. No other paths remain.
Are you having second thoughts?
None whatsoever. My hand was forced the moment Peitha came to my door. And the danger Eparch poses to my people has not been lessened since then. Besides, I have been a soldier since your world was young. You will find I am not so easily intimidated.
Okay. Approaching Peitha, she seems lost in thought. She does not speak, hardly acknowledging your presence. Her unblinking gaze trained on the citadel of Zakiros. Give her space. But we can look at the citadel of Zakiros. She does look an awful lot like a sort of a wizard's tower architecture thing. It's interesting to be sure. But yeah, it's pretty much it. As you can see, we've got the option to leave the instance now. We will take it, and once we do, you will see that the story stops. There's nothing, or the story actually points us to the Court Area 1. Sorry, I had to gather my thoughts there. Yeah, thoughts. What are my thoughts about this patch? Well, while we enjoy the meta, after all, it did not sort of alleviate my concern about the heading of this story, or rather its presentation, in terms of like making us care for these cryptids and they being a real sort of civilization worth saving, right? Not necessarily because like we would interact with a few of them. They certainly give us sort of, they throw us bones in terms of you know, reasons to care for these beings as actual beings with like emotions and reasons for self-preservation and stuff. That's all well and good. However, what I dislike about this whole zone is that it's just so barren, just so void of any like structure and civilization, in the sense of like, you know, there are still just these scattered groups of
Protected.
cryptids, and they have no fucking buildings around and shit, which is just weird. So the few buildings that are there, again, as I said during the Nephesis audience, it was just an archway. We were just like around a goddamn ruins. And again, you would expect that a person who retires would go into like a mansion, especially considering they've got temples and stuff here. All of these things exist in Naos, so why not, you know, present it more in this way? Why have it like this barren wasteland? And you know, it's fine if like the cryptids live like this. That's also an option. They are clearly alien species, but that's the other point. If they are, perhaps the game should illustrate how they're capable of living without shelters over their heads, which is clearly not the case in some cases, at least. Like you see the buildings around, right? So they've got to have at least some like infrastructure. So that's one part of it, and the other thing is they don't really feel that alien. Like in terms of how you know their bodies look, that's all fine and well. Obviously reused assets and all that, but yeah, they are fucked up in this sense. But then they speak our language anyway, and they have very similar sort of reactions to us, and they have the same kind of empathies, and you know, it's just they're in terms of their behavior, they don't really feel alien, and it is this weird dichotomy where they're not alien enough to sort of approach them as someone completely different. But they're also not familiar enough to not view them alien, if you know what I mean. They're in this sort of zone between like a species that's very far away and a species that's very close to us. And it just, I find it very difficult to sort of care about what's going on, you know. And I think the broader point why I should criticize this, because like obviously if you know, it's fine if the story is not resonating with me. I don't have to care. However, I'm a little concerned about like why they went to this place. Why are we in Naos? Why are we in an alternate dimension? Why did we set another map into the sea when this could have been whatever civilization wherever in Tyria? You know, like this fight could have been with whatever invasive civilization suddenly popping up in Tyria, you know. So we could have had it in this mainland Tyria and find some like species of you know, creatures that live here, and it didn't even have to be different creatures. That's the problem with that's my problem with this story. Like you can take the same conflict, the same concepts, lift them up and apply them to any other race in Tyria, and it would have still worked as a story. So why do we get Naos? Why are we getting this sort of fucked up dimension? When if you're gonna reuse assets anyway, just give us like a familiar fucking a faction or a familiar race, and you know, spend some of that time of designing a new expansion on making some other interesting assets. For example, architecture, you know, and stuff. Doesn't have to be model work this way. I don't know. I don't know. It's a little jarring for me. So that's kind of my issue. And the other thing is just like generally, it is way less interesting here in Nios than it was when we did the Secrets of the Obscure initial patch. That one was a gripping story. It had flawless character. Well, I don't want to say flawless characters, but very interesting set of characters. It was, you know, it tied to Tyria perfectly, even if again the settings was a little, you know, unnecessary for me to put it here. Okay, just in the middle of the sea. It was way more satisfying. I gotta admit. So those are my thoughts. That's like genuinely what I think about. It's just weaker, you know, just not as good as release day, as launch day story. Because again, it's just like a very common conflict. Like, okay, there's an oppressor oppressing someone's peoples. The peoples look a little different than us, but you find out they're the same. Basically, they're very familiar to us. I don't know. Feels a little dull. That's it. That's probably the best I can pull out of this summary. And yeah, there you go then. That's it. That's it for the patch. That's it for my ramblings. So in 12 days, you can expect more story. Not from me, but from ArenaNet. And we will recap it before, I guess, the next expansion. It's wild to think about. But there you go. Yeah, this is the end of this stream. Now, 12 days is some time, and then even more before the end of the cycle. So there will definitely be a space to squeeze in some legendary journeys, hopefully. Now, the worldwide hockey tournament, or the world championship in hockey is happening, so some evenings I will have to actually, well, I won't have to, but I will watch the matches, so it might take away some of the time I would otherwise dedicate to streaming. So we'll see. Next stream though, definitely I want to go back to Doom. We'll do some of the Doom challenge streams, and then when we return back to Guild Wars 2, whenever that is, that's kind of what how I wanted to put it. Whenever that is, we will do the legendary journey and go back to crafting Astralaria, or rather, the Astralaria 4 collection. Again, probably split into 2 streams. There's quite a few items, it feels. But yeah, we will be working on getting the Gift of Cosmos, Gift of the Cosmos, a Gift of the Cosmos. I didn't have to correct myself so many times. Getting this item and preparing also ahead of time the other items needed for crafting the Astralaria, and probably at the end of the second legendary journey stream we will finish the axe and see what other weapons we've got planned. Now we've got quite a few maps to go for as well, which is going to be wild, but there you go. Let me count them real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maps to still complete, and quite a few of them with the Guild Wars 1 counterpart existing. So So yeah. Anyway. That's that for me. Thanks for watching. If you were, thanks for watching. If you are on during a VOD. And yeah, see you next time. Peace out.